in the stage version of the smash hit film High School Musical, which, can you believe it, Roman, celebrates its 20th birthday this year.
Outrageous.
I know. So lots coming up. But first, as half-term continues for many, we're returning to a subject affecting millions of families, and that's how young people manage their screen time.
Yeah, and on the day when the government is closing its consultation into how under-16s use social media, Angelica's got the latest on a project that's hoping to make a real difference. And it's something we've been exclusively following from the start.
Around 400 UK teenagers are 12 months into major Europe-wide research that will last more than 5 years.
Now, this study will help scientists understand how life online is affecting them and what might help.
We first met Helen and her daughter Abigail in March 2025, when she was in the first phase of the BootStRaP project. Abigail was asked to download an app that collects data from her mobile phone use and how it makes her feel. So, a year on, what's changed?
It's made me a lot more conscious of my phone use, and now that I'm kind of more aware of it, I do a lot more like being outside and stuff.
We've got to get to a stage where our children are managing time on phones themselves, and if that's helping be more independent with those decisions, I think it's a good thing.
I'm meeting project lead Professor Naomi Feinberg to find out what the early findings reveal.
Now, we've come to the end of phase 1. It'd be interesting to know what discoveries you've found.
Over a third of the children reported that they were struggling to control their internet use. Girls outnumbered boys quite significantly. And also, in the group of children who were reporting that they were struggling, they were also reporting greater symptoms of depression, anxiety and stress.
Why do you think girls are having more of an issue with phone usage?
We noticed that girls are more likely to be on social media, and they may be using this for various reasons, to help themselves feel better or to compare themselves against other people. The knock-on effect that it tends to get them hooked.
The study is still ongoing, so the team is cautious about the results so far. But they are starting to spot ways young people can begin to break harmful phone habits for phase 2.
The children will be encouraged to reflect on other activities that they could do instead of using the internet. They're also given emotional regulation exercises like breathing exercises to control anxiety, and then feedback when they've used them and how well that's helped them.
The government is considering bringing in tough new measures on children's social media, including curfews, limiting screen time, and even a ban for under-16s. Croxley Dane School is part of the study.
Being part of this, has it made you think differently about how you use your phone?
I definitely feel more in control in terms of the time I'm spending on it, and I'm more focused on tasks that don't involve my phone.
Emmanuel's daughter Ravimbo is a student at nearby Onslow St Audrey School, which is also involved.
It basically gave me an understanding about how I use my phone. Because sometimes I told myself, I'll just spend 1 hour. And then 1 hour just turns into 2.
I was excited she's into this project because she's going to take that help to the outside world.
Phones are locked away during the day, and school staff say behaviour has improved.
We saw a 40% reduction in terms of detentions. Our attendance as well with certain students has increased because they felt safer within the school, because there were no mobile phones allowed.
What did you think when your school decided to lock away phones?
It helps us concentrate more rather than, oh, my phone is buzzing, who's texting me?
It's like lunchtime. We used to just sit down and use our phones, but now we actually interact.
With BootStRaP, you're at the intervention stage. Have you had any intervention?
Yeah, I was using my phone to that point where it's telling me to maybe come off and have a little break. I realised that I've actually been on my phone for a lot longer than I felt like I have.
This study is still ongoing, but for the young people taking part, it's already changing the way they think about their phone and maybe how we all use them too.
Oh, thanks so much, Angelica, for that. And we're going to be bringing you more updates as the research continues.
Yeah, looking forward to hearing those results. But time now to say a big hello to tonight's guests. It's McFly's Harry Judd, classical superstar Andrew Rea, and actors Ellie Bamber and Sir Derek Jacobi. Hello.
A packed sofa tonight. Harry, I'll start with you, though. We were just watching that film about how life online affects young people. And obviously, as a parent to your kids, I mean, how important is it for you?
Yeah, really important. I feel quite lucky because my daughter's 10 and then I've got 2 boys, 8 and 4. And I feel like it was the generation before that have found it a bit trickier to navigate. So we've seen some of the negative effects. And I'm all for that potential social media ban. And we've kind of, preempted this with our children and said, look, there's going to be no smartphones until maybe a bit later on. So,
I
Set
agree.
the tone first,
I think we're lucky that they're a little bit younger.
We are.
But of course, technology has a part to play. And Andre, very handy for you because you don't get to see your grandchildren a lot because you're travelling. And then you can...
stepping with my grandchildren.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
So good.